Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the online oath-taking for teachers. Together with a member of the Professional Regulatory Board for Teachers, we have Honorable Paraluman Argueron, the Vice Chairperson, Honorable Paz I. Lucido, and the Chairman, Honorable Rosita L. Navarro. Joining with us, our co-host regions, we have from the Cordillera Administrative Region, we have Director Juanita Dumugin. We also have from Region 1, headed by Attorney R. Ruth D. Sakay Sabelo. We also have from Region 2, headed by Director Juan G. Alilam Jr. We have from Region 4A, headed by Director Rinaldo V. Cristobal. We also have from Region 4B, headed by Director Rinaldo P. Alcoole. We also have from headed by Director Sharo B. Loa. From Region 6, headed by Director Romel B. Balisa. We also have from Region 8, headed by Director Armon M. Indes. We have from Region 10, headed by Director Julie L. Sabalsa. Joining also with us, we have our OFW from Saudi Arabia. We also have from Thailand. We also have from Japan, Qatar, and UAE. My name is Ethel Villagonzalo. It's my pleasure to be your host in this beautiful morning here in Cebu City. Maayong buntag kaninyong tanan. We would like to welcome you all in this virtual event. We appreciate your time. And I know you're all excited to take your oath, but before that, allow me to acknowledge our distinguished guests. We have the Vice Chairperson of the Professional Regulatory Board for Professional Teacher, Honorable Paz I. Lucido. And we also have our Regional Director of PRC7, Director Narcival Z. Tatiki. And to give us the welcome remarks, he is the Regional Director of PRC7. Let's all welcome Director Narcival Z. Tatiki.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ethel. Honorable Paz I. Lucido, Vice Chairperson of the Professional Regulatory Board for Professional Teachers. To my colleagues from Cordillera Administrative Region, Regions 1, 2, 4A and 4B, 5, 6, 8, and 10, who are co-hosting us today. To all PRC staff and our new professional teachers, good morning. Welcome to this momentous occasion of the online oath-taking ceremony. Today, we gather virtually to celebrate a significant milestone in your journey towards shaping the future through education. As you take this oath and commit yourself to the noble profession of teaching, remember the immense impact you have on the lives of your students and the communities in which you serve. Your dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to excellence will light the way for generations to come. In a world where knowledge is power, you hold the key to unlocking endless possibilities for your students. Your influence extends far beyond the confines of the classroom, shaping minds, instilling values, and inspiring greatness in others. As you embark on this new chapter as professional educators, may you embrace the challenges with resilience, the triumphs with humility, and the responsibilities with unwavering dedication. Let your actions be guided by compassion, integrity, professionalism, and a genuine desire to make a difference in the lives of those you touch. Today, we honor your hard work, perseverance, and passion for the teaching profession. We celebrate your potential to ignite minds, foster creativity, and empower the next generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers. Congratulations on reaching these significant milestones, and here's to a future filled with endless possibilities and limitless opportunities to make a positive impact on the world through education. Welcome, new professional teachers, to this noble and rewarding journey ahead. Best wishes for a successful and fulfilling teaching career.
At this point, thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words to our newly licensed professional teachers. And at this point, we will now have the roll call of inductees. To proceed, our inducting officer, Dr. Paz I. Lucido, established her distinguished contribution in the field of education as a licensed professional teacher. Her exemplary service in her profession was demonstrated by her becoming a part of government agencies involved in teacher education. She served as chairman of the Technical Panel for Teacher Education in the Commission on Higher Education and representative of Teacher Education Institution of Luzon in the Department of Education Teacher Education Council. As a member of these two agencies, the National Competency-Based Teacher Standards, or NCBTS, the forerunner of the Philippine Professional Standards, PPST, was finalized and used by the pre-service teacher and in-service teacher as their professional guide. She spearheaded the integration of the following subjects in the teacher education: educational technology, non-formal education, 18 units of professional education subjects for non-education graduates to qualify them to take the licensure examination for teachers, and introduction of a post-secondary inclusion degree program for special students. For this, she earned various awards and recognition from the City of Manila, Department of Social Welfare, as one of the best non-formal projects engaged in the tutoring of street children, including their families, Total Achievement Award in the field of educational technology, and education from her alma mater, the University of Santo Tomas. From the Department of Education for pioneering the first post-secondary inclusion degree program for Special Education. And to culminate by recognizing her as the 2008 Most Outstanding Professional Teacher by the Professional Regulation Commission, ladies and gentlemen, my honor to introduce our speaker, the Vice Chairperson of the PRC Board for Professional Teacher, Dr. Paz A. Lucido, licensed professional teacher.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Ethel Villagonzalo, our lady MC for this morning's oath-taking. What actually Dr. Ethel Villagonzalo mentioned about me, not really about me as a person, but about me as a professional teacher. That's just an example, maybe what will happen to you after you have taken your oath, when you have to start really as a professional teacher in the classroom and later on serve society and the community. So thank you very much, Dr. Ethel, for that. Well, good morning, first of all, to our oath takers this morning, pastors of the September 2024 licensure examination for professional teachers. It is said that to everything, there is a season, panapanahon lang, under the heavens. Well, a time when you were born, a time when you matured, a time when you decided to become teachers. And now that you have passed the board examination, very close now to getting the title of a professional teacher. But I know that you have many stories to tell. Stories as you prepare yourselves to, especially handling the September 2024 examination. Sad stories, hardships, sacrifices. So now is the time for you, shall we say, to harvest what you have planted. Hardships, sacrifices. These were the things that you have planted, and now this is the time for you to harvest it. So, as we always say, oath takings are really times of celebration. So, congratulations to all of you who passed the September 2024 licensure examination. But we know that you will not be able to reach this without acknowledging the support of different persons and agencies. They were the ones who guided you to be a part now of this oath-taking. By the way, maybe I have to justify maybe why is it that you have to celebrate more, aside from the fact that you passed this board exam. There is reason for you to celebrate because you know that last September, there were more than 120,000 examinees who took the exams in 40 PRC testing centers, including Bangkok and all the other mentioned places in the Middle East. 121,000 and 68,000 plus passed the exam. So you are one of the 68,000 plus who made it in the last September 2024. So that's the reason why you really have to celebrate. But of course, let us not forget the people who really help you to reach this moment of celebration. First of all, let's acknowledge the help of the government agency mandated by law to regulate not only our professions, but 46 professions. When we say regulated, it means that not all can really practice the profession or the degrees that they have finished in their undergraduate. They have to pass shall we say, an examination, this board examination. And once you pass the board examination, you are really a part now of the profession, now where you belong. In our case, we belong to the teaching profession. So, first of all, PRC. So, the P there is Professional, no, Regulations Commission. There is a commission headed by Attorney Charito Zamora with our member, Attorney Edwin Enag, and this commission is supported, assisted by the Board of Professional Teachers, because we are the ones who really takes care of the examination, and at the same time, when you get into the profession, your practice of the profession. Now, assisting us are the different PRC regions. Like, for example, today, we have Cebu, Region PRC 7. Thank you, our good RD, Narsipal Chakiki, for preparing this online oath-taking. Of course, assisting him are all the other PRC regions. But, by the way, later on, when you need something really as with regard to your profession, you will have to approach the different PRC regions in your respective places. And as they say, servisyo, lingkod ng bayan, yun ang PRC. No? And you are now a part of that agency. No? So, aside from PRC, you have also to thank the, shall we say, the professional organization, no? Where you belong now. This is PAFTE. This is the Philippine Association for Teachers and Educators, no? Who will help you in your continuing professional development. And of course, your pre-service preparations, you have to thank your respective teacher education institutions, your deans, the faculty, the school heads of your institutions, and of course, your parents, your relatives, your friends who inspired you and supported you during your trivial times when you have to prepare for this examination. And of course, last but the most important, you have to thank the Lord, no, for making us all pass through a successful licensure examination for teachers with the help of the Lord. Well, what are the implications of your passing? No? For sure, you got already your scores. But what is important is that you pass the LEPT, and therefore, you were able to prove that you have the legal mandate of our law, that's RA 7836, requiring one to pass the LEP before one can enter the teaching profession. As you apply, that's for your teaching position, or what you call career progression, no? For your promotion, they will ask you for your being a licensed professional teacher. Well, what does it say? You have already the knowledge, the skill, the compassion, the dedication that is really a requirement to be able to engage in the teaching profession. Well, congratulations, because the passing percentage for the September 2024 LEP is quite encouraging, because out of the 100 who took the exam, at least 45 in the elementary made it, and 58 in the secondary making it, together with the non-education graduates who took 18 units of professional education. Well, the feedbacks we got from our face-to-face oath-taking was that the examination was not that easy, it was difficult. So you pass an examination that tested some easy questions, moderate questions, and very difficult questions. These questions that will require you higher order thinking skills, which is very important, because later on, as you practice your profession, teaching profession inside the classroom, this is the one skill that you will have to practice. Higher order thinking skills, making decisions, what lessons to prepare, what objectives, what materials, how to practice classroom management, what type of discipline you have to use, as you have varied differences among your learners. So that is it, no? That's the meaning of your passing the LEP. Now, you are also guaranteed now of what we call a career path. As you enter the teaching profession, you are called beginning teacher, but you are expected now to improve think you have seen that in the Facebook. They started putting there how much is the salary of a grade 1 teacher until you reach 1, 2, 3, 4, a master teacher, until you become a distinguished teacher or a university professor later on, where the salary has really been improved. So you can see that the government is now very concerned, no, as with regard to maintaining, keeping our good professional teachers. So remember, if you're good, no, you expect now better chances of a brighter future, your dream, no, of what is really is it to become a professional teacher. So your career path is therefore secure. So you passed the licensure exam, you made good, and as you practice, you show that you are ready to practice it. And of course, as I said, you have a guaranteed career path in your profession. Now, maybe you will ask, what are the rewards after this? So after our oath taking, you can immediately secure your professional license from your respective PRC regions, no, the ID, no? At the same time, after that, you can write your name and add after your name the 3 letters, licensed professional teacher. No, it's no longer major, BS Ed or what, but just place LPT, just like how Dr. Ethel introduced me, that I'm an LPT. So all of us, we belong to the same professions. No? We also start with LPT, but I hope that later on you will add more titles, letters to your LPTs like MA, PhD, PhD, which is actually a proof that you are not going to stop, but you will have to do continuing professional development. And there is where you will be helped by PAFTE, you will be helped by other teacher organizations, no? But make sure that when you attend webinars or what, they are fully accredited by PRC for their continuing professional development units. Okay, and of course we have the pin that's optional, no? The LPT pin which you can wear, because that pin is you and it describes one who is a professional teacher. No? I always say there are 4 H in that field, in that pin, LPT pin. The first H is the head, the well-rounded personality, no? The well-rounded, no? Physical, etc. And then there are symbols there, the colors, the red, the blue, no? Which signifies our passion and the nobility of our profession, our service to the young, immature minds, and the most important thing is the color white. White is the color of a professional, because the white has all the colors that really will not only show knowledge, but all the competencies that are expected from a professional. So we celebrate now not just your achievement in passing the licensure, but this is the beginning now of a meaningful and transformative journey in your profession of teaching. While you are in an online oath taking, it is something that is really innovative. We are steeped in traditions. We keep our code of ethics, the way we relate, we maintain that respect, that values, but at the same time, we are willing to adapt to innovations and resiliency on our part. Remember that you are entering now a landscape that is evolving at a remarkable pace. The tools of our trade have expanded from chalkboards and textbooks to include digital platforms. What I'm saying now, maybe, is to remind you that after the COVID-19 or the pandemic that brought a health crisis, it has also brought educational crisis. When I say educational crisis, I'm referring to one research that I read. While distance education is an innovation, and we welcome that as already a development of our face-to-face instruction, we also have to consider that it was not really perfect, because they were able to prove that there were lots of cheatings done during the online sessions. We hope that as teachers, professional teachers, you will know how to handle this situation, making sure that you preserve the value of honesty among our students and even among ourselves. So, as I said, we are not just educators, but nation builders. We are tasked with nurturing minds and shaping the leaders, innovators, and change makers of tomorrow. Whether you stand in front of a classroom, inspire students to hands-on learning, or guide education policy and administrators, your role is therefore pivotal now for the better future. And preparing especially to your major fields, especially the secondary and even the elementary, you have your particular majors, you must grow in that specialization. Enroll, engage in continuing profession. Well, let us acknowledge how students today view their teachers. Students are more informed and connected than even before. They look up to educators not only as authority figures, but as mentors, collaborators, and role models who can guide them in the rapidly changing world. To meet these expectations, we must embrace lifelong learning, openness to new methodologies, and a deep understanding of the diverse needs of our students. They always say, you cannot give what you do not have. But in our case as teachers, it's not only content that we have to really develop. We have also to develop what we call pedagogy, how to share this knowledge to our students so that we know that what will come out will really be learning on the part of our students. So, it is a calling, therefore. As they always say, we are architects of the better future, brighter future. We hold in our hands the power to shape not only minds, but also lives. They even say that, we agree, no one will disagree with me, that we nurture and we create other professions. And that's why they say that a good teacher always inspires, ignite imagination, and instill a love of learning, especially on the part of the new generation. We can never stop the influence of a teacher. As Henry Adam said, the influence of a teacher is eternity. You can never erase it. Well, you may not see the fruits of your labor immediately, but there are other rewards that I failed to mention, and these are what you call the unquantifiable rewards that you will get from your students because of the influence that for sure you will have to, shall we say, be with them, your influence with your students. So provide every student the necessary guidance, the necessary skills, knowledge, and values that really are expected from you. Go forth with courage, with love, with an unyielding commitment to your mission. The challenges are great, but your potential is greater. Together, we will continue to transform lives, inspire dreams, and build a better tomorrow. And as what Confucius said, give a man fish and you give him food for a day, but teach him how to fish and you give him food the rest of his life. And what Albert Einstein said, you've got to continue learning because once a professional teacher stops learning, that is also the start of your dying. Really, not the persons or the teachers dying, but the dying of our teaching profession. So you are now a part of the teaching profession. So I guess, are you ready now to take your oath after this short message and that I have to give you this morning? Well, paalala lang, ano, while we are online, you have the world and society as your witness to the oath which you are going to take. The oath binds you, no? It's as we say, bind, something that you would, a credo that you would have to practice. You have taken up in your professional subject the code of ethics of professional teacher on how you're going to relate with different kinds of people in our society. And this is actually the coverage, no, of our oath. Whom are we giving this oath? We are swearing, we are taking this oath, addressing it to the society whom we are going to serve. So I think you are ready now to take your oath. So you may now raise your right hand and repeat after me. I,
Eddie Maris D.
State your name.
Of General Santos City,
Okay,
South
of
Cotabato.
region. State the region where you belong.
Of Mandaluyong. Yan ba? Ano yan?
Okay.
Of Mandaluyong City.
Alright. Hereby solemnly swear
Hereby solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I support and defend the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, that
That I will
I
obey the laws,
That I will
will obey the laws,
legal orders,
and decrees
and executive orders
promulgated by the duly
promulgated by the duly
constituted
constituted
authorities of the
authorities
Republic
of
of the
the
Philippines.
Republic of the
and
Philippines,
executed by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
And that I impose this obligation
and
upon
that I impose this
myself
obligation
voluntarily,
upon myself voluntarily,
without mental
without mental
reservation
reservation or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
I further solemnly swear
I further solemnly swear
that at all times and places
that all times and places
I will adhere closely
I will adhere closely
to the ethical standards
to the ethical standard
and professional roles of teachers
and the professional rules
in the
teachers
Philippines
in the Philippines
and in the world,
and in the world,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I faithfully discharge
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
the duties and obligations incumbent
and duties and obligations incumbent
upon a legally authorized
upon legally authorized
professional teacher.
professional teacher.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, new licensed professional teacher.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Lucido, for imparting knowledge to them. To our newly licensed teachers, this is now the result of your hardships and sacrifices, and it's now your time to harvest. Kindly take good care of your lives. Again, congratulations to all of you. Just a reminder,
Ano nangyari sa bangon? Wala daw sa PRC.
thank you so much, Ma'am Lucido, for imparting your knowledge to them. To our newly licensed professional teachers, This is the result of your hardships and sacrifices. This is now your time to harvest. Please take good care of your license. Again, congratulations to all of you. Just a reminder, kindly check your Leris account. We will tag you as attended, and you may now secure an online appointment for initial registration for the processing of your license card. On behalf of our Regional Director, Director Narcival Z. Takiti, would like to thank Honorable Paz I. Lucido, our inductees, co-host regions, and our viewers for taking your time to be with us following live at this very moment. Thank you so much. Again, have a screenshot of this event. Then after, you may leave this virtual note taking. That's all for this event. This has been your host. Stay safe and God bless. Lucido established her distinguished contribution in the field of education as a licensed
Remember that you are entering now a landscape that is evolving at a remarkable pace.